I didn't even plan to play this much. As a community, we've still been deep into our playthrough of Tainted Grail over on Twitch, and that's been amazing. But over the last few weeks, I've been really intentional with how I game, a little bit at night, streaming, vibing with like-minded people, and there's been no pressure to it, no chasing the next thing. So when I realized I'd been playing and streaming this Star Wars mod for 2 nights in a row, 5 to 6 hours a night, which is well above my usual 2-hour streams, that caught my attention. Not because it's a problem, because it felt rare. See, lately I've been talking a lot about rediscovering my love for games, not as content, not as a job, but as a hobby again. And part of that has been accepting something, that most games, especially newer, flashier ones, often multiplayer, often social, don't grab me the way that they used to. And that's not a complaint. I think Arc Raiders, for example, is fantastic. It's just not a fit for my life right now. I have a backlog of games that grows faster than I'll ever be able to touch. So in 2026, I made the decision to slow down, to spend more time actually playing those games, and to create a space on the internet that isn't about chasing views, chasing algorithms, or just trying to be someone that I'm not. And that's where Starfield enters this story. It's a game that's been sitting on my backlog since the day I bought it. Recently, I discovered the Star Wars Genesis mod, and I want to be really clear about something up front. This isn't a review of the mod, this isn't a recommendation video, and this isn't me chasing a trend. This is me talking about why something like this exists at all, and what that says about the people who still make games and mod them, the people who still love gaming. Star Wars Genesis isn't just a texture swap. It's not just ships and sounds with familiar names. It's layers, systems, tone, and more importantly, stories. It's someone or a group of people looking at a massive game and asking, what if this felt like Star Wars? But not in a corporate way, not in a checklist way, but in a deeply personal way, from people who genuinely love Star Wars. And that's what kept me coming back night after night. It's not the spectacle of it, it's not the hype of it, it's the pure imagination. It's the fan service that this mod delivers. This mod just gives you enough structure, and then it completely gets out of the way. It lets you roleplay again, and I didn't realize how much I'd missed that. Somewhere along the way, games became something I consumed instead of something that I lived in. Everything is optimized now. Guides, builds, best paths, fastest routes, and mods like this quietly push back against that. They say, hey, what if you just existed in this world for a while? Streaming this has been incredibly interesting too, because the conversations aren't about metas or min-maxing. We've had tons of people join, and they talk about old Star Wars games and what Star Wars means to them, the mods that we've used, how to install it, messing things up, and just rolling with it, letting the experience be imperfect. And that felt communal, like sitting on the floor at a friend's house, passing the controller, making up stories as you go. Mods like this exist because people still love games deeply. Not casually, not ironically, but in a way that makes you stay up too late, tweaking something that nobody asked for, in a way that makes you rebuild a world just to make it feel right. That kind of love doesn't show up in traditional AAA patch notes, and I think that's why this grabbed me so hard. Not because it's perfect, not because it replaces anything, but because it reminded me that games are still being shaped by people who care. People who aren't chasing engagement, they're chasing a feeling, the same feeling that I think a lot of us are trying to get back to. I don't want every game to consume me on this 2026 backlog journey. The whole point of this channel is playing games with intention, but every once in a while, it feels great to be fully absorbed, and it's a great reminder as to why I love this hobby in the first place.